Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be going through and talking about my content predictions for this Friday's content here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if you'll do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So, first thing I will say is I hope there is more content this weekend than just packs. I'm hoping we get some more grindable challenges for the Bracket Busters event, something along those lines to actually make there be a reason to play the game besides spending money on packs. I am really exasperated with the execution of the Bracket Busters event by 2K outside of the 100 overall win streak and King of the Court reward pretty much. So hoping that we see something this weekend that improves things in the state of the game mode a little bit heading towards season 6. And if not, I'll be pretty disappointed, but that is not the topic of today's video. In today's video, we are going to talk about predictions, and we'll start by again mentioning the amethysts as per normal. Now, the key to remember with the amethyst hidden gems is that we're going to get amethysts of guys who are currently in the elite league and more so younger players. So these amethyst hidden gems aren't who we're going to see. What we've been seeing all season is like these young amethyst type guys, with the exception of, I guess, Kelly Olynyk, Chris Dung. A couple of these guys were actually more historic players, still current players, but in their historic jerseys. Before that, it was literally all young dudes, basically. And I assume we'll see more of the same tomorrow. A bunch of good amethysts, bunch of decent salary cap type cards. No idea who they'll be. A lot of different guys they could be, but definitely think that we got some good amethysts probably coming tomorrow, as there have been all season. Diamond hidden gems have been the standard all season, and I assume we're going to get 6 more of them tomorrow. The one that I hope we get is Larry Nance. He's 6'10" at small forward. He's a good defender. He's a great shooter. He's a solid shooter. He's a great defender, and he's a great slasher as well. And I think he could be a decent budget small forward. At this point, still probably not a truly elite card, but at least decent. He is easily the best of all of the cards left, though, is what I will say in the hidden gems. Otherwise, the rest of the diamonds aren't going to be good. No matter who we get, not going to be exciting. That's just how diamonds have been all season. Now, I noticed 2K added 10 new pink diamond hidden gems this week. All of these cards are new. They added these when all of the hidden gems had basically been replaced from the heroic set on Tuesday. So they had used all the pink diamond hidden gems. They added 10 more. Don't know if any of these hidden gems will get used for Friday content or not. I kind of hope not, because in all honesty, I don't really think very many of them are good, but they did, I guess, add new pink diamond hidden gems. So there you go. How 2K plans to use those cards, I truly have no idea. Really not sure why at this point the hidden gems concept is even a thing. I don't know why this is still a thing at this point in the year, but who am I to judge? I guess I don't really know. I'm not super informed, so just my opinion that I'm not totally convinced, I guess, or understanding, I guess, of what the plan is here with these hidden gems. But either way, we'll probably see some good pink diamonds as well. We have been really all season. I've liked that as well out of this season. It's the amount of good pink diamonds that we could get. For example, a couple weeks ago, or I guess last week, we got honestly, none of these pink diamonds were all that exciting. Like Frank Kaminsky was probably the best of the group. Jay Ostner was okay too, but the week before that, we got Khalil Ware, absolute monster. Week before that in Radioactive, we get Jonathan Bender and Matt Barnes, 2 more absolute monster cards. Danny Green, Doug Christie, Kobe White with his duo, also elite the week before that. And then the week before that, several solid ones with Michael Cooper, Rui Hachimura, the Tyrese and Embiid duo, all that type of stuff. Very cool content in my personal opinion this season. With the pink diamonds, it's been pretty good. So just again, hoping that we get a couple of good pink diamonds here tomorrow would basically be my hope. We'll see what happens, but that is certainly the thought process, at least for me, in terms of who we get. I really, again, have no idea. This is one of those situations where there's so many cards we could get that it's hard to really predict who they're going to be, because it's going to be a mix of current and historic players. But the opal tier is where I really start to get interested, because at the end of the day, everything pink diamond below, you're going to get some cool budget cards, the pink diamond and amethyst tiers in all likelihood. The opal tier is when it starts to get serious, and 2K's done a really, really good job with opals on Friday content this season. Honestly, I think it's really the one area that 2K has actually succeeded this season has been their use of budget cards in Friday drops, especially that Galaxy opal tier. They killed it last week with Carlos Boozer, Tyler Hansbrough, and Shane Battier. Jalen Rose not quite so much, but the other 3 are awesome. The week before that, they killed it with Ricky Davis, Jared Wallace, and Alex Caruso. Hito, again, not quite as awesome, but some people do like him. Next up, we got a little bit more mediocre opals. To be fair, Corver was really good. And this also, again, had a week with a couple of really good pink diamonds, and even Diamond Tyson Chandler's a really good diamond as well. The Inevitable set had Drazen, Rudy, OG, and Market, and honestly, all four of whom are good, solid cards, were really, really nice to drop. And then the week before that, the Unlimited drop gave us Vlade, Rudy Gay, and then two lesser opals, but who do have duos in D'Lo and Julius Randle. Hopefully we see another dynamic duo this week. We saw him in the first couple weeks of the season. That would be cool. And then we didn't see him for a couple weeks. We did see one in the, several in the Backer Busters event as well. So if we get a dynamic duo, that'd be cool. But my first thought for Opal is a guy like Dyson Daniels. He has not gotten a card since season 1. He is since the end of season 2, but he is absolutely due. He's playing at a defensive player of the year level, one of the best defensive guards in all of the NBA this year. And I think his Opal as well would be an incredible budget card. 6'7", smooth jump shot, great slasher, would be like a truly elite level budget card in a way that very few Galaxy Opals really can be. Not that these opals are bad by any means, but I just think Dyson has the potential to be like one of those opals where he's not a huge name, so making him a dark matter doesn't make a lot of sense. And as an opal, he could be an absolute monster of a card. Would really be excited to see him dropped in the game, is what I will say with confidence, because I would love, absolutely love to see an opal Dyson Daniels. Another opal that I've mentioned a couple times, hope we still get, is opal Artist Gilmore. He got an opal card around this time last year, wound up being like the best player market big at the time, and that was after all the gambling stuff, I believe. So he was one of the few cards in the game that could really compete with these gambling only cards. He's 7'2" with a really smooth jumper, and if we were to get an Artist Gilmore with like 80 speed, 83 ball, he would be an absolute monster, just like he was last year. Great player build, super smooth jump shot, just needs the athletic ability and shooting ability to really be an extremely high level big man. But if 2K were to drop him, that would be awesome. And then the third Galaxy Opal, I've been predicting Michael Porter Jr., but he came out, so I don't really know who we're gonna get, in all honesty, for the third Galaxy Opal, or the fourth Galaxy Opal. But again, I hope it's good cards. I hope it's exciting. Big name, good cards is my thought process. Now, excuse the yawning. I'm recording this video very late Thursday night, but at the dark matter tier, we're going to get 3 of them. And I really think, again, this is a matter of opinion in terms of who those dark matters are going to be. Now, a guy who I feel like is noticeably missing at this point from the dark matter bigs, when you have Hakeem, Embiid, Chet, Kareem, David Robinson, Jokic, even Cat, Wilt, feels like to me he's missing. I will say Wilt or Patrick Ewing. I know Wilt got a card in season 3. Patrick Ewing hasn't gotten a card, I think, since beginning of season 3 with the Winter Festival. He was actually, I guess, middle of season 3, wasn't he? Maybe even towards the end of season 3, actually. But either way, both Wilt and Patrick Ewing feel like they're due. I feel like both of them could be really good, especially like if you were to get a change jumper, he could be awesome. Wilt, as is, would already be awesome. But one of those two guys at the big man spot feels almost like a guarantee, I feel like, this week, in all honesty. I could be wrong, but those feel like the two names to me that are like obviously missing at that position. The guard position, again, is just one of those where it's like eventually we're going to get a Devin Booker. Will this be the week, and will he be 100 overall or a dark matter when we do get him? Those are going to be the questions. My prediction this week is dark matter Devin Booker. I just think they don't drop him as 100 overall quite yet. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do think that Devin Booker is going to come out as a dark matter this week. And you know what? We'll have to wait and see whether or not I'm accurate at all in that prediction. But certainly a card that would be very interesting and very good, and I would love to see come in the game. But to be fair, he'd be overpriced, and they probably wouldn't change his animations the way they should. And he just wouldn't be quite as good as people would hope he would be, because that's what 2K does. So that wouldn't really be a huge shock, to be totally honest with y'all. Now, with that being said, the final dark matter, again, kind of has to be a wing. I think Paul George is pretty due. I know he got a card in season 4, but it was a while ago at this point. I mean, over a season and a half. I feel like he's pretty due, and he's obviously a huge name. He's a pack seller. Would make sense as a dark matter as well, potentially. Maybe they drop Ewing and then Paul George and whoever my other prediction. Who was my other prediction? Devin Booker. Like two really big name, exciting dark matters, and then Ewing, who's less exciting but could still be pretty good. That's kind of my prediction tomorrow. I think is that's how this is going to go, and we'll see. if I'm right or not. Now, final prediction of the video, 100 overall. I'm going 100 overall Kevin Durant this week. Don't ask me why. I don't really know. I'm changing up my answer. Last week I said Kawhi. This weekend I'm saying KD. Now, it wouldn't shock me at all if KD doesn't get a card for another month. It could be anybody. It could easily be a guard because there was a packable small forward option last week, even if he was a secondary small forward. So I don't know. Well, it'll be interesting to see what the drop actually winds up looking like. But these are my predictions here for this Friday's drop. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.